Alright, this with people news. Arm length. Okay, educational purposes only. Alright, do your own research, look shit up. Alright, so periodically he's been talking about different parts, so they're all just having a conversation in here and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't know what it was suing, but apparently it's suing the Texas State Bar. Okay, so yay. Maybe these alleged people would actually get back in honor.
Know for a fact that over the years that they've had judicial conferences and judges were told about what presumptions they're supposed to take and that kind of thing. And now I think that what's going to happen is they're going to have more judicial conferences and they're going to get straightened out about their presumptions and that kind of stuff, and things will start to change. But this lawsuit that I got, I'm suing the state bar of Texas. And what I'm telling them is I want the state bar disenfranchised in Texas and run out of Texas. And because it's nothing but an emerging dictatorship. And the judges, so far he hasn't dismissed it. He hasn't dismissed them off the case. And this is one issue I'm prepared to take to the Supreme Court, quite frankly. I'll take that to the Supreme Court. I think that there's I filed a lot of bar grievances and they just blow them all off as inquiries. And so I think it's by the way, the chief judge of the Supreme Court of Texas resigned within the last week, and I think it's because of the stuff that I've been doing. I sued him. I named him in the lawsuit, and the Texas Attorney General has come and made a couple of.
Now I'm led to believe that is actually true too as well, but don't forget, Randy Kelton is suing the appeal judges, and Eddie Craig is suing judges. So there's a lot going on between all of what's going on in these lawsuits. Okay, Randy Kelton is going by statutes. This guy is going by Constitution and common law, and Eddie Craig, I don't know directly what way he's going, but I'm led to believe because he says the codes or the penal codes are common law. I don't know if I agree with him on that one, but I can be wrong. So you guys do your own research. And again, I'm not an attorney. I don't know all because I'm not God.
Motions to get mine dismissed off the case. And I said I responded with a motion to deny. It was a motion to deny the fake attorney general, that take attorneys claiming to represent the attorney general, because they're making statements in there that they don't have authority to represent. Matter of fact, here, I got to pull this up. This is pretty good. Let me find it.
You posted that, right? In your group.
No, I didn't. Not this one. I don't believe. I might have. Let me see. I think it's this one. It's my response to the... This was over Stephen McCraw. Yeah, there it is. Stephen McCraw is the Texas director. He's the director of public safety in Texas. So let me share this.
Yeah, well, we keep going. I know we've done your due diligence, and you paid dearly for it. I've followed you for quite some time. Thanks. Yeah. Appreciate this.
There we go.
Uh, one of these days, maybe I'll get some fancy stuff. Who knows?
So let me do this. Should be easier to read. Yep, it is. So this is the brief in response to the
Just in case, because my crappy phone. Just in case you guys want to read it. What little he's going to show.
bar members falsely claiming to represent the office of the Attorney General of Texas, and Stephen McCraw motion to dismiss, and Demandant's motion to strike, motion for sanctions, and motion for default judgment. And so, anyways, I go through, and a lot of stuff you've already heard before. To strike, motion for sanctions, and motion for default judgment. And so, anyways, I go
Excuse me.
through and a lot of stuff. You've already heard before. It says the demandant disputes. Every word of the bar member falsely claiming to represent the office of Attorney General of Texas and wrongfully attempting to represent Stephen McCraw. And so um so but the real a good part here is down here. It says, it is.
I know it says, but excuse me.
Impossible for the 1871 United States Corporation in the District of Columbia or its subsidiary, the state of Texas, or its subsidiary corporation, Office of Attorney General, to commit treason, since Will Livingston, who ratified the Constitution for New Jersey, is the demandant's fourth great uncle, evidencing the demandant as posterity, as found in the preamble as one of we the people. The demandant is a state in this union because we the people are the state. And the demandant has immunity under Article 11 and Amendment against these bar members falsely claiming to represent McCraw.
Now, for clarification, he did get rid of his Social Security number. He did get rid of his driver's license and all these things, okay? He detached himself from any form of alleged contracts that people have a tendency to argue about.
And the County of Montague corporate thieves. And these two citations, we already read those previously. Therefore, Paxton and his bar member assistants are not representing the office of the
And understand this, y'all. The 4D program is because Paxton signed a contract with the federal government over a child support agency and going after the men and women out there to pay child support when there's no law to do so. And on top of everything else, the Supreme Court already ruled that the states are not obligated to give to either party the funds that the man gives the woman for child support or the woman gives the man for child support. The Supreme Court says the state's not obligated to give you anything.
Attorney General or the state of Texas, and any settlement from the state of Texas is misappropriation of public funds and a felony, and the defendant wants no part of it. This all goes to the criminal intent of these bar members, because first they tax property they failed to be authorized to tax, and then they
And I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but yeah, that is actually true.
appropriate the stolen money to deal with the litigation. They are absolutely lawless. Further evidence of their seditious communist agenda. Anyways, so I think I kind of like the way I said that. The man has lots of first-hand knowledge of how much Paxton and his bar member buddies love to engage in felonies, as evidenced in this case and others, because their bar member buddies on the bench and off the bench protect them. Felonies in the Texas legislative inferior fake so-called courts are for the little people that are used to populate the prisons that the bar members profit from by selling people into slavery with quasi-contracts. Anyways, yeah, Paxton is in derelict of his duty because the people are king, so the Attorney General's duties are to that sovereign rather than to the machinery of government, and that's found in this case. But people are king, so the
That way you have the case number.
Attorney General's duties are to that sovereign rather than to the machinery of government, and that's found in this case. But he's busy demonstrating he is their accomplice.
They were trying to get a less sympathetic judge. Is that what they were trying to do?
For Texas. Alrighty, we're going to pause there. Basic point is there is actually people out there doing something about this. And we have more internet, more ways to start researching and finding out what is going on behind closed doors. Why do you think you're not allowed to film in court, people? For the character of the court. But it's not character. It's to hide what they are doing against the people. And the people that's rising and wanting to film these courts because they're starting to understand the process, they cannot have it out there. And even if it's in public record, you know, lots of us don't, there's just so many cases out there, it's going to still be hard to find. And it's going to be a minute part of the people that's going to find this. If this wasn't for me showing you this video, you guys probably wouldn't have never even seen a guy actually suing a bar and try to get the whole thing shut down. Except the ones that watch him. But anyway, this is We the People News. Bye, y'all.